It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Christian Watson, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Packers and the Cardinals on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Packers at 3-11 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Looking at the numbers last week for Watson. 5 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's a Packers touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 15 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish.
And he works free. It's still fighting. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where he's got a man complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff for Warren. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got it. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
Warren is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jerome Ford His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Cardinals 3.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Holding, receiving team. Don't do us like that.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
First down, Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want... reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded at the 27. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
At his 49-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Packer 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Quay Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Murray now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together. So,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now the Packers get set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Packers.
They run with Ford. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they can't bring him down. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle with these defenses still at him.
Well, first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 33 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Here's Murray from midfield. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Murray again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second down, here's Murray. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Shotgun now from Murray. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's good for Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play fake. Murray keeps himself upright.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Murray now on 1st down.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Murray giving to Connor on the option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Holding. Offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Murray going to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing now is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5. On the give, it's Warren. A nice little juke. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got Doubs over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. This is Ford. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Packers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 37 yards. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that The fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Murray's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run behind center with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Screen pass to Connor. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Here's Warren. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he
he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Here's a 2nd and 5. Warren will try the right side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He'll look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:47 on the clock. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Now second down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Murray now. His throw incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. That is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 26 yards. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Looks good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Here's a ball deep for Musgrave.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. First down, Murray.
That's taken in by Knox.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now Murray throwing on second down.
They'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Wants to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Here comes third and the length of the football. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's all